Hello everyone. Today we're going to start chapter 5 from your first flight book, and the name of the chapter is The 100 Dresses. The story has two parts. Today we're going to discuss the part 1, and it has been written by Ellen Easter. This story is based on the experiences of the author about a girl, Wanda Petronsky. A girl comes from the poor social background. She comes from the remote area of the town. She is the only student in her class with a funny Polish name. There was a time when a lot of Polish people they migrated to US, and American people did not accept them. So they used to make fun of them because of their different funny names. They had long names. So let's begin the chapter. Wanda Petronsky was a young Polish girl who went to school with other American children. She was different in many ways from other children. That day, Wanda was not in her seat. She usually sat in the seat next to the last seat in the last row in the room 13, where most of the boys made noises. She hardly said anything. Wanda came from Boggins Height. Her feet were usually caked with dry mud. There were other girls named Peggy and Maddie. Most often, both these girls waited for Wanda Petronsky to have fun with her. Wanda did not have any friend, but a lot of friends talked to her. She came to school alone and went home alone. She always wore a faded blue dress that did not often fit her properly. Peggy asked Wanda nicely and softly how many dresses she had. And Wanda replied that she had 100 dresses of different colors and designs. Peggy would deliberately ask Wanda if her dresses were of velvet or silk. Wanda said that she had both velvet and silk dresses and also had 60 pair of shoes. Then everyone would laugh behind her back. Although Peggy was not that bad, she used to protect small children from bullies. She would cry for hours on seeing an animal mistreated. If anybody asked about her protection for Wanda as cruelty, she would feel surprised. But why did Wanda say she had 100 dresses? She must have told the truth, Peggy thought. Other girls had never troubled her very much. On the other hand, Maddie was a poor girl. She usually wore the old clothes of others. She thanked herself for not living in Boggins Height or for having a funny name. But the question of asking dresses, hats and other items was troubling her. Often Peggy asked such questions, but Maddie always felt ashamed. In reality, this game about dresses was invented by Peggy. It was Maddie's desire that Peggy would stop teasing Wanda. Today, Maddie was busy with her arithmetic problems. She decided to write a note to Peggy on the point that they would stop asking Wanda about her dresses. She started writing, but suddenly she stopped. She viewed a new target for Peggy and other girls. She would tell others that it was Peggy's old dress and her mother had mended it so that none could recognize it. She also thought that she would decided not to make fun of Wanda. With these words, Maddie tore up the note. Maddie also knew that Peggy hardly said anything to others. Maddie was lost in Wanda about her 100 dresses. Then the drawing and the color contest came to her mind. For the girls, the contest was to design dresses. The boys were to design motorboats. Maddie was hopeful that Peggy would win because she was good at designing. She could copy a picture from a magazine quite alike. Next day it was drizzling, so without waiting for Wanda, they hurried to school for the result. The moment they entered the room, they were amazed to see drawings all over the room. They were in dazzling colors of lavish designs. These must have been 100, and all were lined up. Everybody stopped and praised this grand work. In no time, Miss Messer announced the winner. She announced that Jack Bagels had won for the boys. About girls, she told that there were just 1 or 2 sketches submitted by most girls, but there was a single girl in room 13 who had drawn 100 different designs. All should be proud of her. and it was Wanda Petronsky. She was the winner. She had been absent for some days and applause were due for her. All students were happy and burst into applause. Labor gives result. So this was the chapter about 100 dresses, and we have finished the part 1, but we're going to complete the part 2 in our next audio. I hope you understood the part 1 very well, and now when you look at the questions of this chapter, you will be able to answer them all.